Swami, I have a question about bio-memory. Getting the bio-memory of an ancestor onto my child.
No. Bio-memory of the ancestor itself will not be there in the child. The DNA will be there in the child. I can awaken that memory. Which Gotra you belong to?
My husband is Kaushika.
Okay. So husband's Gotra only. So the Kaushika Gotra, Kaushika Rishi is a specialist on some knowledge, herbs, and using the herbs extraordinary powers, manifestation. That's the Kaushika's speciality. That whole knowledge I can awaken in your child's DNA without him studying the whole subject.
Please.
That is only possible. Otherwise the ancestors' biomemory itself will not be there too much.
Okay.
His past biomemory only will be there. Means his past janmas only will be there in his biomemory.
How do we know his past janma?
No, what is the need for that to know?
Because I live in US and I'm very worried about his the influence he has, and how much ever I try puja, everything, the external influence I always worry, and if I try to teach, you know, it sounds boring for them.
Okay. No. Actually, the way you guys teach is boring. I know. No, really. No, the Hindu parents in US need little more authenticity and responsibility to transmit our tradition and heritage to them. You understand? I'll do the job in these 21 days. Don't worry.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Yes, go ahead.
The DNA layers that you're talking about, is it the same as Jivatma DNA, the 97?
No. Jivatma does not have DNA or does not have bio. See, Jivatma is a bioenergy, God particle.
Okay.
That is pure as God.
Okay.
It may be particle, but God.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Biomemory only has the layer of DNA and biomemory. See, DNA is the foundation on which biomemory sits.
Right.
Biomemory will be from the past births.
Right.
DNA will have a little influence of the ancestors, but the original Rishi Gotra, that knowledge source will be there in the DNA.
Okay. Got it. So the modern science calls like 97% of DNA as junk DNA.
Yeah, no. Divine DNA only, because these fools are not able to awaken it, they call it as junk DNA.
Oh, okay.
Please understand, if you don't know how to use, it is waste. If you know how to use, it is God. It's divine DNA.
Yeah.
Because these fellows don't know how to awaken it, they call it as junk DNA.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
And I had one request.
The people who call that as a junk DNA are the junk people.
Because I was in some fear and stress, it was very kind of traumatic. I developed maybe unconscious cognitions. So from then, a result has been just a ridiculous thing when the mind tends to create a negative phrase or word opposite to what I want.
Okay,
so
I understand. I'll clear that. No, I can understand the whole thing now what you described.
Okay.
I'll completely clear it, don't worry.
Okay. Thank you so much, Swami.
Nityanandam Swamiji, first of all, I'd like to express my gratitude for your work and for all the amazing people. I've never seen so many amazing people in one place. Thank you. Two questions. One, I do have a feeling that in future, I'll be sort of doing work for a larger audiences of people. If you can help me clear and give leadership in that way so everything is clear. And
Tatast, I'll do it.
And the second thing is a little bit of a private nature, but I really appreciate some extremely amazing woman to come my way and then go together.
Tatast, blessings.
Pranam Swamiji.
Which side?
South side. Backward. So I basically wanted to put it at your feet. So whenever I think of God, people visualize deities. I visualize Himalayas. I visualize deep forest. I visualize birds. Am I less of a seeker?
I don't think this is directly anyway connected to seeker. And any concept you visualize, God can come in that form and grace you. You can look at God in any form which pleases you. Patanjali very clearly says, whatever creates a pleasantness in you, you can associate the Parabrahma, concept of God, with that, and that is the form through which He will raise you to enlightenment.
Sure.
It's very clearly accepted as per the traditional Shastra. So no problem. Then
No, that's
blessings.
Thanks.
Swamiji, I could not tolerate the food today and past few days. I request blessing for all the participants here to enjoy the Agama style food, and we bring back and practice the Agama style food.
Tatast.
Swamiji,
Blessings.
one more question. I was contemplating on this past 24 hours. We are establishing in oneness. And we are getting more sensitive, while our extensions are insensitive and living in ignorance. So for Mother Cosmos, there is no difference between ignorance and those already sensitive. And are they still going to come in contact with us and going to abuse? Even though I stand and
No. We will not be allowing them to abuse, and they will not be able to abuse us.
It's not abuse. They are in ignorance.
What I am saying, they will live their life, we will live our life. Then, anything else?
Yes, Swamiji. It's been like for our Sangha, for past few years, it's been like that. Those ignorant people are also our extension. Is there any point in cosmos, the whole cosmos,
So if you
going to
feel,
appear in oneness?
if you feel that they are part of you, then take that as a responsibility and enrich them.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Swamiji.
Swamiji, right here. Your
Yes.
left. First off, I wanted to thank you.
This is a nice way of dressing up. Actually, you see, Mahadeva says, morning, the moment you finish the puja, you should apply the sacred ash and the flower from that puja on the ears. It's a pakka Agama dress.
Thank you, Swamiji.
I should say costume.
I just wanted to thank you for making it feasible for all of us to be here. Specifically for me, it's been a challenge to come back after a little while. But I think I kind of wanted to do my own thing, figure it out on my own, and realized I probably shouldn't do it that way. So thank you for that experiential experience. A couple of questions. You'd mentioned that this is the last flight in consciousness. What exactly happens after this?
Now, after this also there will be flights, but this is too strong and powerful, where the whole cosmos is also supporting.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Much more faster and quicker and easier till this Simhastha Kumbha, means the Guru's next move.
Does that mean your next?
Coming April, that Simhastha Kumbha.
Okay.
The Kumbh Mela is there till then.
Okay. A side note, if you're here with your better half, is there any recommendation in terms of...
Actually, in terms of?
In terms of going through the program itself to support one another.
I say, if you are here with the better half, it will be great, because both of your energies will be going up. It will really help each other if you bring more and more completion with you guys. So it will be like a complementing each other.
Okay. Thank you, Swamiji.
Yes.
Two things I want to go over. When I feel overwhelmed with patterns of self-hatred and self-doubt, why do I forget to simply drop it?
The first thing the self-hatred will do is making your capacity to be forgetting. See, only when you forget your capacities, you will start hating you. Only when you forget your powers, you will start denying you. So first thing, if it has to be successful, see, it's like if it has to be successful on you, it has to make you forget that you are capable, powerful. So naturally that's what it does. And constantly remembering that you are powerful, for that only all these Rudraksha, these external symbols. So you see, whenever it is there in the throat, remember, I am Shiva and I am powerful, and it is given to me that it is the declaration, I am powerful, is done to me by Mahadeva directly. You are not disciple of Guru.
One more thing, I'm sorry. I want to run my own business. I want to be an entrepreneur.
Really, I tell you, if you want to live the life of enlightenment, be your own boss.
Swamiji.
Be your own boss. Thou shall not work for others. It's a commandment from Mahadeva. Thou shall not work for others. Understand? See, make this as a very clear thing. Make it as a project for maybe even if it is 1 year or 2 years, it's okay. But now itself decide, after 1 year, I will not be working for anybody. Build your dream, otherwise somebody will be hiring you to build theirs. Build your dream, otherwise somebody will be hiring you to build their dream. And not only that, the whole intelligence I am awakening in you, somebody else will be using it. Don't let God particle not work for somebody else. Understand? See, the intuition I am going to awaken you, the energy I am awakening in you, the joy I am awakening in you, the excitement I am awakening in you, the inspiration I am awakening in you, the no laziness and no tiredness and no boredom I am awakening in you, let it all be encashed by you for your life. Don't allow somebody else to encash this whole thing for their life. Understand? So please understand, thou shall not work for others.